Well, Uncle Mark bought a new Jeep. They drove it here yesterday and apparently it's turning into a will it run. I'm going to get the jump pack. Who knew we needed another project? Well, today we plan on putting a hitch on this, but it didn't start. Well, that's loose. Perfect. Just the right amount of connection that we don't need. All right. Okay, that's definitely the ground. Well, it didn't crank at all before, so we're already doing better. If you can't tell, I tried to pop the clutch. I didn't get it to go fast enough, but at least we know it's a battery. That charges a little bit. Let's take a look around. It's cranking now with the jump pack on it.
Oh, it is cranking, so it was a battery?
Yeah, but it's not cranking enough. It needs to
Charge.
Yeah, I'm letting it set for a minute or two. Man, I like that front bumper. That's gonna be easy. Take a look here. Manual locking hubs, that's always a good thing. Cooper off-road tires. The tires look great. You got some good tire shine on it. What? That's just to reduce the speed for racing. So they're not so slippery. Okay, gotcha.
Come on, start. Start. It's not turning fast enough, huh?
Nope. That's a liar. Because it looks to me like we got, all right. You can't go up right here, right? So you got to go to first, then to low. Either that or that's reverse. So if this is first here, that's got to be second, third, fourth. That's either reverse or fourth. Either way, that's a liar. Notice it's got 4 pedals. That's because this one's welded together. The brake pedal's extra big, and the gas pedal is over there in Narnia. This glove box has more room than any glove box I've ever seen. You'll never find a glove box with that much room. Bet you the kids don't know what that is. You know, this isn't a bad idea here for the side-by-side. That looks new, well, at least the cap is. So does the power brake booster, that's cool. Power steering pump looks new. Yeah, because we already half killed this battery. Okay, so the plan is we got to put a hitch on here instead of this one. We'll take it off and put a different one. Looks like that's ripped out of the frame anyway, and bent. Apparently they were trying to tow a planet. Apparently the outside door handle doesn't work. That rocker has been rocked into the wrong spot. Okay, we're in neutral. Nope. I guess we got to come up with a better battery solution and we'll get back to you. We're resorting to old reliable. Well, that made the green light on our battery go up. Well, now it's not like it's cranking enough.
Flooded.
Doesn't smell like fuel yet.
There it is. Not very loud. You don't want it to be loud. You unplug all this?
You guys hear that popping?
Huh?
I think you got an exhaust leak, buddy.
Yeah, I got a few things to do.
So I buttoned everything up and it died. Why did it die?
Killed it again.
Dude, I didn't even get back into it yet. We started putting everything up. I climbed in the Jeep, it died before I even sat down.
Oh, shit. It didn't restart?
No, it doesn't even show like it's got any power again. I'm turning it right now.
My battery's dead.
Yeah, it is, dude. Well, I'm wondering if it charges. Maybe the alternator's not working.
What happened?
It just died before I was even able to get back into it. Go back, turn around, and pull back in, please.
Will it start?
Well, we'll probably start it. I probably need to sit inside it and keep it running for a little bit. I was trying to button everything up so we could go. We're blocking traffic. I had a second set of chintzier jumper cables in the car. Swear to God, these jumper cables are about 12 inches long. You want to use your best speaker wire for jumper cables. We're going to do a quick,
Start?
yeah. All right, let's see if that's enough to get this bad boy going. That is not enough. It's not doing nothing, dude.
Nothing?
Nothing. Maybe these aren't connected very well.
Trying to start now. Give it a little bit longer. I might have to buy a battery.
It's a relatively new battery, I think. Well, 1123, so that's it's not even 6 months old, dude.
So it just needs a charge. A good charge.
Super Start Premium, what's that? That's Walmart?
I don't know. No, that's AutoZone.
AutoZone?
Probably had to train somewhere.
It might. That ignition switch is wonky and hard to turn because it's too close to the column. It needs to come out about 2 inches. Well, I know your drain's not the windshield wiper motor. It's not connected.
Look all the wires underneath. They're just dangling there. I have no idea what that is. I don't want that on the...
Before and after, buddy.
Come on, start.
Jeeps aren't made for luxury. They are made to start, though. I hate where that clutch pedal's at.
We should just push start it. Probably good.
Push it with what? We ain't got a car that can push anything with. Oh, yeah, yeah. This shoe brews. Push start it with some shoe brews.
Yeah, try it again.
Disconnect everything.
Yeah, smells like fuel.
Apparently they didn't put GoPro mounts in vehicles in the 60s. Sounds like it's got a horrible miss. Okay, up and to the right is reverse. Was that enough? Wow, it's still dead. It's not even trying to crank.
Stay in there. Stay in there. We're gonna try to push start.
Yeah, it's not even trying to crank. By the way, forward all the way up is reverse.
Yeah. That's weird. Let's stay close to the curb in case we have to. Okay, now pop it.
So we had to pop the clutch. When I did, y'all fell. Oh, you serious? I think I might just need to sit here and Think about what I've done.
Stalled it?
Well, it's like it doesn't want to go unless you're giving it a lot of fuel, but then you start letting out on the clutch again and it wants to.
Who cares?
We probably need to charge it.
Oh, yeah.
You might probably need to, let me turn left so it's downhill. Well, I wanted to bring y'all with me, but apparently this battery's too dead to actually work. All right. Every time I let up the throttle, it wants to die. This thing's not running very well. I just got a backfire. Why is it backfiring? We're just going along for the ride at this point, boys. You got some kind of anti-theft device or something that I don't know about? I don't know why this thing doesn't want to run. Where are they at? They didn't follow me? They're gonna need to. Dude, this thing's not wanting to run. It's backfiring and sputtering and kicking. I thought you guys would follow me, but you didn't. Say what?
Just tell me where you're at. They don't matter.
Follow the barking dog.
Alright.
This thing's not running good at all. And it's acting dead again. You know, I don't want to be here as much as you don't want me to be here. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm not trying to cause you no hassle. Hey, what are you up to?
What?
What are you up to?
My house.
Is there a trick to driving this Jeep?
Why?
Cause it keeps dying and backfiring like timing's off.
I just gotta let it warm up for a while.
Well, we let it warm up some, but the battery's dead. We had to jump start it to get it going. Didn't start.
You ready to try it again?
Yeah.
Break off.
Popping it.
Oh, put it in second gear. Go.
I think.
Battery's too dead to jump.
Well, I think that's what it is the engine's the only thing powering it right now.
Right.
And it's just killing the battery more and more. Yeah.
We have a spare top post, but it's Carlos's.
Well, we still have the other top post too, the one at the house.
It's also in my truck.
It's what?
In my truck.
We'll just grab a battery. It don't matter whose. We'll give it back.
Just to get the Scots. Gogo just got back with the battery. They're gonna swap it out real quick. Ready? Dude, that's already running better. All right, I guess we're gonna give this another go. Hey, idols! Oh, it runs a lot better with the battery. I don't know about that clutch though. I might just cruise it. This clutch is not wanting to work. Yeah, I think second's going bad. Because third works just fine, so it's not the clutch. I don't think that works. Charming little Jeep, I like it. I really think that second gear's shot. Engine seems like it's got plenty of power. I think I would cut off this other brake pedal piece. I think that's the problem why the clutch sucks so bad. I do not think the turn signals work. Tried taking off in second because first was very aggressive. Whoa. Maybe it is the clutch. Yeah, I'm hoping it's the clutch because that would mean that 2 synchros are out, and that's unlikely. I guess this is a good wind test for this microphone as well. I think I'm in second. So hard to tell on this transmission. The passenger seat is not bolted down. I think those rockers are that way. They didn't get bent that way. These rockers are right in the way. Hey, if you ever meet a girl around here, you'd be easy to wink at them. We'll call it Winky over here.
We're gonna put on the back, Winky, Mr. Winky.
I'm gonna give an impersonation of your Jeep, Mark. Oh wait, no, it's the other eye. I'm all squinty there anyway, so it's not like they could tell the difference. This one works and this one doesn't. All right, so I actually think, wouldn't it be better to cut it out? You can weld it underneath, but if you notched it, you can have more weld to hold it and stay stronger, don't you think?
I was thinking about that, but that's more work.
I don't know. What do you think, Scott?
A lot more work.
It is a lot more work. With a grinder and a welder.
Well, I got a grinder.
I mean, because you could have square and put it in, but that really a lot more work. But I think if you notched it, I think that would be the smartest way to do it. Because even if you, all right, so say you just weld it here in the front, down the sides and the back, I guess that's not bad.
If you want to notch it, you can. Or whoever.
No, that might be all right. I could see that being all right. I mean, it's not like the bumper is the strongest anyway.
Here's your tape measure.
Oh, there we go.
I can carry that one in my pocket and don't take down my pants.
This frame is factory because this thing's made anyway. Let me attach that to there. 12 and an 8.
I'm still looking to start that trailer business.
Oh yeah. 12 and an 8, okay. Maybe somebody did know what the hell they were doing. 25 and 3/4. 25 3/4 is 10, 2 1/2, and 3/8. 1/2, 1, 2, 3/8. 13 1/4. Let's see if I math that right in my head. Dang. What did I say it was? 2
Maybe on the other side of that hole.
I said 13 1/4, huh?
I
might have forgot my measurement that I said a second ago. I'm gonna burn an inch just to, yeah, I didn't do the 3/8 right.
Well, what do you think we should do? Notch it or no? Like notch the frame itself? Yeah, part of it. Up about
An inch?
an inch.
Because it would add strength this
It
way.
would definitely be stronger. We should measure between here and there.
Mark's pretty close. That's about what
You're not cutting it up there though.
No. That's why I was looking for a square so I can transport it down.
You might use a regular grinder. Maybe not. Just put a bigger battery on it.
Just run until that battery dies.
Yeah, and then I got another one.
Don't run until that one dies. Then we'll get the bigger one. Straight edge. That's what I'm looking for. 12 7/8. 12 7/8. That's dead. That's dead on between the frame. I like that. Add a little shading. You know what I mean? The detail's really gonna make it pop. I wonder if I can. There's not a second place to do that from, is there? Problem is, that's assuming those bolts are about, well, okay, so I got that bolt there, which is probably dead center. So if I go like this, and that, there we go. Mark it, roll it up, mark it with a B. Now we have a straight edge here. I do not have a speed square or another kind of square to transport that down. If I do this, that's not going to work. All right. New plan. Fabricating on a budget here. All right. This might help out a little. Found us a level, but let's check to see if our level is level. Now how we're going to do that is, see the bubbles just touching the left-hand side, the arrow there? It's dead center on that one. One of those two is wrong. Let's flip it around. See, if you flip it around 180 degrees, now the bubble from here is now over here. And that is still, see, that one's kind of touching the side there now. And this is almost dead nuts. So, it's kind of level. Not like well, but it's kind of level. We're going to call that as kinda. We'll work with that. We need to find something solid to check our vertical level now. Here's a door frame. Will that work? Okay, and this might help describe it too. See how it's a little to the left? You take it off. I think it's bumping that screw real quick. Okay, little to the left. Now we're going to just turn it around directly. And it's still a little left. So our vertical bubble is really good. Got to check the level to make sure it's level before we level. Okay, our level's good there. We're good there. That comes out to 2.5. Y'all might know that. I'm not saying you do, I'm not saying you don't. But since it's 2.5, we know half of that's 1.25 inches. I'm hitting the welder, so it won't go any further than this. We'll just use this. 2.5, that means we got to go 1.25 inches on each side. There we go. Now we talked about coming up about 1 inch. It's actually pretty good. It's basically 22. So we're going to just call that 23. We'll use our arrows. Since we knew it was pretty much level before, we're just going to keep going. 23. Man, I really wish I had a speed square right now. You know how I can do this? Assuming that these factory joints are straight, because you know what assuming does. Now that we've resorted to good old-fashioned assuming, we should be able to figure this out lickety-split. Holy well. Let me bring the light up so you can see this as well as I do. Somebody ought to wipe their nose after that booger. Can't say I haven't done the same from time to time, but I guess everybody's got to start somewhere. Shouldn't judge. I'm going to show you some of the stuff, the features about this Jeep I'm learning about here in a second. Let me get this marked out first. So if I put this here, like I said, we're going to assume this is the factory mounting. That way we could just do that. Bam. Bam. And then what we could do is test it in a minute. Now, there's no way we're going to get the level in here to level that up. But you know what we can do is, we can get a little creative. Before I do that though, I'll show you some of what I was talking about a second ago. Let's check this out. All right, so we have our bolt here, and that bolt connects to our U-bolt that holds our steering gearbox. And then our... Look at that bad boy. I never seen something like that, but I like it. Wonder if that's the original from the Jeep and they just modified it to fit here. All right. Okay, so here's my plan, right? So I may not be able to fit the level here that I have, but I can fit it here. So if I do this number, oh, have a seat. Should have marked which one of these is a good one. Now we'll mark here, here. Then we'll bring our speed square across here. We'll just transfer the lines over like so, like so. Okay, and that's pretty square. All right. Let's check the other side. You know, if I found out this bumper bolted on after doing it the hard way like this, I'd be pissed off. Luckily, that's not the case. Well, unluckily, it's not the case. Because I'd rather be pissed off to do that to make it easier on myself. Okay. All right, let's see how well y'all are supposed to be looking at that I just drew out. Oh, I gotta do like all the videos. You got those glasses? No, I'm just gonna do this.
One eye. I only have one eye after that.
All right, so we got this bad boy lined up. I marked it where Uncle Mark wants it. I think it's a little close, but I guess it's all right. It's not as bad as I thought it was originally. We're just getting it ready to weld it. We are going to have to level it because if you can't tell, it's at an angle, so it's got to go like that a little. Right there. We'll use the level. It's best to get a piece of metal you just cut off and is really sharp in your bare hand and try to use it as a shim. I didn't know I was going to make a custom wedge for this. Wow, look at that Gaposaurus Rex. I guess I shouldn't have cut that much out. Let's see where we're at on our level. Now it's got to go a little in, so how about I just... I mean, that's close enough to mark it off. All right, well, let's mark it at least. I'm gonna have to put you guys back up because I'm not destroying the GoPro lens. I need a better camera for this.
You don't have it too far out. You want it kind of in. Plus, that way you don't get caught on that bitch.
Well, that's what Mark was talking about wanting to do. But
Yeah, just leave like 3/8 for that bolt.
well, okay, this is where we marked it last time.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna put a.
Scott's talking about going like this.
No. We don't have to because. Can you get
But
to
that's in the bolt. The
No,
bolt
you
is-
can't. You can't.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
You have to do it like that. I'm gonna put a stinger that comes out about to here, anyways. The bar will come out like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
When I can get some one in a.
But I think recessing it like this, because he's worried about making it sag. But I think us recessing it like this, it's going to have to twist the whole bumper to sag. So I can weld the back of this easier. Can I cut this plate off right here?
No, all that has to. Oh, there's nothing holding it.
I think they have a little bit of weld here holding it for this back bracket here. So I was thinking if I notch it like at a diagonal, maybe I could reach it with the welder. Hell, if I cut it, we could re-weld it too if need be. If you
We'll just cut
want.
it then, whatever. But if you take it forever, we're not gonna get to the back one.
Yeah, I know. Well, I want to be able to get it welded in good though too, because how am I going to get the stinger in there like this? You know,
Right.
even if we didn't recess it, we
Just
weren't
cut
going to
it.
get the stinger in there. Yeah. So if you see, I left a little bit here where I have it marked at the chalk line, so I still have my line where we had it marked for the recess. He said I can cut this, so let's cut that bad boy out first. And after we do that, we'll be ready to start tack welding. Doing some quelding. Maybe I didn't compromise the strength of this too much to be able to get back here and weld that backside. Let me get the welder going. This is my new plan of attack. Over here, come in close. Closer. All right, I'm gonna weld a bead here to try to make up some of that gap. That means I gotta redo my grip. Again, I'm worried about ruining a lens, so you all gotta sit up here in the grandstands. Still gonna have to make a couple more passes, but that's looking pretty good. It burns in pretty quick on this one. I like that. All right, so the middle of my bead's a little off. I need to bring it this way just a little. So we'll do a second pass. We'll probably have to do a third one just to get it built up high enough, and then we can always grind it back down if we need to. You know, if I would have planned on doing this, I probably would have wore something more welder ready. I did not. Once it cools down a little, I'll wire brush it, show you what all we got going. Just try to get rid of some of that exposed metal for you, you know. All right, so let me show you the plan here. Our frame's a little bent and tweaked and destroyed. We're gonna do it differently than the front. We'll put this and then weld it on the back as well. Almost make it like a cross member, just to add a little extra strength. I don't know how much strength it'll be. First, I gotta cut this right here. Let's get our chalk. Let me get down here to take a nap. All right, so I gotta grind off this paint here, and then I'm gonna cut that bad boy right there for our cross mounting. So it lines up with the top of our bracket here in case Hitch has to go through further. We have the room to make it fit, but it still acts kind of like a cross brace. I'll grind the paint first, so I gotta change the wheel, and then we'll switch the cutting gun. We switch angles. Running out of the GoPro lens. What's up?
Oh, you got the Jeep over there.
We're hitching a ride.
Nice. I saw this sitting in your yard the other day. Get the circuit breaker.
Somebody's home, but the lights are on. It's a 1/2 inch of steel. Yeah, and somebody bent the frame so that other ball was angled down at the ground like this. Too much weight, wrecked it, whatever they did, it was too much.
That's depleted.
Yeah, I just cut it off. That's 11 3/16. That's pretty even right there. We're pretty much ready to tack weld. You know what they say, a grinder and some paint makes me the welder I ain't.
What am I doing?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to cut this off. So my plate in the back is too high, so it's keeping me from, the bottom here is pushed out, so it's tilted like this. And this metal plate I have that I want to weld to is keeping it from bending up anymore. So I either have to make a gap here, which I do not want to do, or grind off more in the back. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to grind off more in the back. That means I'm going to have to cut off my 2 tacks here. That's why we tack weld. I better make sure to mark where this thing's at too. It does just occur to me that I probably could have just moved it out a little bit. But it's fine. Okay. So let me just double check on my measurements real quick, and we will continue on our wayward son. Now the moment of truth. it's level with the bumper. Does that count? I think that's what's more important anyway, isn't it? Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Just noticed that.
You think we can afford gas?
It looks like it's doing just fine.
Okay, so this back one, Mark, I'll tell you right now, I did not make it level. I made it level with the bumper. I went ahead and welded that. I couldn't get to the top back here, but I got to the back where we talked about welding it. But I couldn't get in between this frame and there and get to welding it very much. I did this way, the front, and I just went ahead and did the top here and there. That's the same thing. What?
I like this look.
Oh.
But I've never heard of the brand before.
Neither did I. It's working all right though. It can be gas, but I'm pretty sure they bought it at the auction.
But yeah, for being flex score, it looks great.
And if you've been watching this long, you might as well subscribe.
And remember, don't wait for opportunity, create it.